up, you guys? Vallivon The Perfume Don back at you with a very cool requested video. Hey girl, I did your video. Okay, it's Vallivon The Perfume Don. I do fragrance reviews. Clearly I do requests. If you like fragrance, if you like smelling good, go ahead, join my Perfume Mafia by hitting subscribe. Hit subscribe, like, share this with someone else that really likes fragrance. You should also subscribe because I let you know when I see a bomb diggity deal in store. I've had so many Perfume Mafia members come back to me like, yo, thanks so much for posting that deal because you put me on game and they can expand their collection. So do that. But if you want true to life, mono conversations, go ahead, hit me up on Instagram. It's Vallivon The Perfume Don. All the information will be listed below. And let's get into this video, okay? So I believe it's Anna. Is it Anna? I believe. Are you in Canada? I think you're in Canada. Let me stop telling you business because it's crazy people out here. But anyways, you requested, you want to see 3 of my favorite notes and fragrances and a fragrance that goes along with that note. So these are not all of my favorite fragrances or all of my favorite notes and fragrances. But let's just start here. We might do a part 2, but I really like that video. Thanks so much for requesting it. Fun. Let's get into this. So the first one that you probably already know if you long-time subscriber, I love Rose. Some people say it's Granny. I used to be dating this guy, okay? And he was trying to get me some oils. I really like oils. So he was getting me some oils, and at the place, he's like, my girl really likes rose oils. Do you have rose oils? And she looked at him, he's a young guy. He's like, your girl, she's young? He's like, yeah. She's my age. And the lady at the shop, she's like, oh, she wouldn't like rose. Rose is for old women. And he's like, no, she likes rose. And I like rose. Now, this is an unexpected rose scent. This is like a very fresh very green take on a rose scent. So this is Valentino Rosa Verde from the Donna line. It's a flanker of the Donna line, but this is Rosa Verde. I have an entire review on this fragrance on my channel if you want to know more in depth about how I feel. But the reason I selected this one versus another fragrance, I was going to choose Jo Malone Red Roses because I feel like that's the most true fresh cut rose scent. But this one, I think it's so unique. It almost smells niche in the way that they did a rose scent that literally just smells so green. It smells like you're in a nursery, the nursery for plants and gardening, not like babies and stuff, okay? I already have a powdery video. Go check that one out. But this one just smells so green. Something about it almost has like a little bit of a spice in there too. It smells like it has a little bit of a spice, but like totally subtle. It's so unique. It's so well done. I think this is a great interpretation of a rose scent. And I think it's a very unique approach to it. So that's why I chose this one. Again, this is a flanker of the Donna line. I think it's in regular rotation. If not, then you can find it in the discount spots because that's where I found it. It was a blind buy, but I'm so happy I purchased it. This is an eau de toilette. I have not smelled anything from the Valentino Donna line that I have disliked. So if you watch my videos and it seems like we have similar taste, if you're able to pick up something from their line that is discounted, just check it out. Do a blind buy, okay? I have not been disappointed by any of their fragrances. But again, Valentino Donna Rosa Verde. That's one of my favorite fragrances, and it features one of my favorite notes, which is rose, okay? The next one that we have is going to be, I think, a very nice interpretation of a note that I usually did not like. I would run from this note, literally run from this note. If I saw that it was if I would go in Fragrantica before I purchased fragrance and I saw that it was in there, I would be like, no bueno, no, not me. I think it works very well with men's fragrances. I love to smell this on men, but it doesn't always work the best on women, but it does in this fragrance right here. And I think it's a fresh take on it. So this is an affordable scent. This is Ariana Grande Cloud. And now the fragrance note in here that I think is so unique on how they do it, their approach, is the lavender. The lavender combined with, I believe it's whipped cream or marshmallow? It just has the most beautiful calming effect. And this is what really drew me into like experiencing lavender notes and figuring out which ones really work with me. Now, I found that I really like lavender when it's combined with something a little bit sweet. One of my followers, subscribers suggested to me Molinard. I think it's Molinard is the niche perfumery, and they have a fragrance that's called lavender fragrance, but it has vanilla in there as well. So they said it's a sweet take on vanilla, and that's what this is as well. And that's why this works for all ages, because vanilla can smell, in some instances, I feel like it can smell too herbal, too earthy for me. But here it's well done. It's very sweet, and a lot of people say this is an interpretation of the 540 Baccarat Rouge. I smell similarities, but I just love this fragrance. It's a great bang for your buck as well. Super affordable. And that's why I always say, do not run. Stop running from celebrity scents, okay? If you've had exposure to niche, if you've had exposure to upper echelon scents, and you have the nose to know what's good, smell around in some celebrity scents. You might be pleasantly surprised. And I absolutely was with this scent.
I don't know why I still have this case on it. Oh my god, it's so annoying.
When I use the packaging, it's just like, why?
I feel like I need to have like NBA player basketball hands to like, you know, grip. You want some perfume? It's too much. It's too much. But the juice is worth the fight. I have to admit, the juice is worth the fight. Yeah. The lavender actually does stay on the skin throughout the longevity of this fragrance. But I have an individual review for this fragrance on my channel. So if you want to know more about it, if you want to know about that girl, Ariana Grande Cloud, check out the entire fragrance review. So the next and the last note that I'm going to talk about in this video, but if you really like this, comment below and I might do a part 2 for you guys, okay? Asking ye shall receive. Now the third note that I'm going to talk about is one that I'm like really shocked that I actually like. It's not one that's like really common, I feel like, but I stumbled upon it because I was like smelling so many different fragrances, and I was like, oh my God, these kind of smell similar. I love it so much. And I used to think that it was like orange. I used to think that it was like orange or lemon. That's what I thought the scent was. But now I'm a little bit more tuned in. I've had a little bit more experience, and I know that it is honeysuckle. Honeysuckle. Love honeysuckle. It's such a nice white. Honeysuckle is very unique because in some instances it can totally smell like fruity. It can smell pretty fruity in certain fragrances and combinations. In another regard, it can smell like a crisp, clean, white floral. But in this regard, a little bit sweet too. This is Honey by Marc Jacobs. Now, I have another video where I was like totally duped. Catfish scents. I was catfished by this scent because I thought when it said Honey by Marc Jacobs, I was going to get a sweet honeybee, beeswax, nectar type scent. Kind of similar to the DKNY nectar. But no. Oh, no. Or the zoologist line, the niche perfumery line, the bee. That's what I thought that was going to smell like. But no, this doesn't smell like honeybee, nectar, beeswax. This smells like honeysuckle, and it smells so nice and fruity. And I think they actually do have other fruity notes in there, but it just smells so nice, zesty, fruity. The honeysuckle note is so nice. Now, another honeysuckle fragrance that I really, really like is it's another very affordable one. It is not in regular rotation, but if you are able to go to, Bath and Body Works, whenever they're having the semi-annual sales, sometimes they also put out their vintage scents that are not always in store, but I think they're always online. But they have a honeysuckle body mist. I don't have it on me right now. I don't know where it is. I'm surrounded by perfumes. My life is chaotic. But anyways, they have a honeysuckle body mist, and oh my God, that thing, first of all, is so powerful. Just for it to be a body mist is so powerful. Love it. Love to combine. I like to start with that body mist and then go ahead and hit it with this Honey Marc Jacobs, and that makes the scent last so much longer. But even just that body mist is like a very true, straight to the point honeysuckle fragrance. And I remember I sprayed it on myself right before I went into a meeting, and this lady literally stopped me. She's like, "Oh, you smell so good, young lady." She was a more mature young woman. And she said, you smell so good, young lady. It's nice to meet a young lady that smells good and cares about smelling good, because some of these young ladies don't smell so good. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. Don't bring me to that beef. But yeah, I really like this fragrance. And actually, I love it so much, I bought two. I have a backup. So I ain't running out of this thing anytime soon, especially because it has been discontinued. It's not in regular stock. Sometimes you can catch it at the discount spots. But yeah, those are my three. So we have rose, lavender, and honeysuckle. So comment below if you want to see another video that's similar to this, where I talk about some of my favorite fragrance notes and some of the fragrances that have that note in it. Thank you again for requesting this. I think it's a really cool idea. Really appreciate you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.